What's up again, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing well this morning, afternoon, whatever time it is, because this is part 2 out of my Spiritbox videos of the day, because I've already done Rotoscope last week. We're finally checking out the third single from this EP, and it is Sew Me Up. Guys, I'm excited. You already know this. We already know the EP. We already know Spiritbox. So let's just check out the song. So that's all we need for chit chat. Stay with me. Let's fucking do it. Go. Oh yeah, I actually heard like the first 15 seconds of this accidentally. It was going on my... I was like at the gym and then it was just auto-played. I'm like, shit. People were confused. Oh, the visualizer's like going the opposite way this time. It's going up. Cool. Sew me up. Very cool tone on that. Oh. That's cool. I like that. It works so well with the riff, right? Kind of matches their Millennium collaboration. Okay, vocals are raised, cool. I'll change the riff, cool. Would be Spiritbox with the streets. Yeah. Okay, cool. Definitely the softest out of the three. But yeah, let's talk about it. All right, so I'm going to be saying a lot of the same things I already said, you know, in my Hysteria and Rotoscope reviews for, like, you know, Spiritbox's new direction with this EP, whether or not this is just like a fun little experimental EP, or if this is like, you know, talking about, like, you know, the future of this band and their new direction of their music. Who knows? But, you know, Spiritbox doesn't really just stick to one style, so who knows what we're going to get with the next new couple singles or whatever we get from them, right? But this song is good. Like, you know, it definitely shows, like, again, they're more like, again, like the garbage influence, right? Man, I gotta admit, that was a pretty good clickbait. You gotta admit, that was a pretty good clickbait. But also, like, as Courtney mentioned, it was cool to see her actually say garbage, but she also mentioned, you know, 9 Inch Nails and Health as influences, and I thought that was really cool. And like, it's apparent here, like, you know, it's got like Deftones kind of vibe where it's like, you know, heavy guitars with like lighter kind of vocals. Overall, it's a cool track. It's my least favorite of the three, and I'm going to be talking about it a little bit more in my pros and cons. So let's go through the pros and cons. So number one pro is I actually really like the riff in this song. And people have said, like, they missed the riffs in Spiritbox because, like, they were much more advanced kind of riffage in the earlier stuff. And I totally get that. But I think even writing a clever rhythm is just as hard as coming up with these like crazy sweeps. Sweeps, like, it's going to sound kind of egotistical, but when you actually know the pattern on a sweep, it can be kind of easy. But having that clever kind of rhythm and that idea for a rhythm is just as hard as playing these technical kind of patterns, right? So I definitely think the guitar work is still good in new Spiritbox. And just like case in point with this song, I thought rhythmically it was fun, and there was like some fun play to like the timing of the riff too when it repeated itself. I definitely think it's 4x4, but I have to listen to it again, but it seemed to throw me off a little bit at like the last measure. Subtle technicalities with like a somewhat simple kind of rhythm. So that's what I mean by guitar work being actually pretty cool here. Another pro that I have is actually like that techno beat in the second verse was actually really cool. And like techno beat is not the right word to use, but like I'll just say the electronic beat, right? Just matching it alongside the rhythm of the guitars was actually a really clever idea. And it reminds me of like Northlane Obsidian. And I really like that record from Northlane because they definitely crushed the metal and the electronic influence with that record. And so with Spiritbox, I really liked it how they matched the electronics with that riff. Works really well. And I'm also just really liking the shoegaze that's working really well. And I wish that there was a little bit more of that. So honestly, let's just move on to the cons. And I guess my cons with this song is that, it's my least favorite. And why is it my least favorite? It's not just because it's not heavy. I definitely like the lighter side to Spiritbox, but to me, I feel like they could have done a little bit more with this song. There was some cool ideas, and like that electronic bit, I wish it was extended a little bit more. I wish it got a little bit more experimental or something. That would have been really cool. Or maybe just like even like a really nice slow section, something to let that bridge breathe a little bit more. Like there was room to do something even crazier with this song, I feel like. But like all the components of the song were good. I just feel like it was missing that one moment to really take the song to the next level. Like with Hysteria, it was like that breakdown, right? That breakdown was huge. Here, it could have been the opposite. Like I wish like the electronics were in that second verse, or even they added it again in the bridge and just kind of like ran with it and did something even crazier, especially if it's like an EP. Like, get experimental, like let's go crazy with it. But they already were experimental enough. This is just a minor con. Just explain why this is my least favorite out of the three, but it's still like a good song because like I mentioned in my Hysteria review, Spiritbox's music, their tone, their style, everything about them is just like quality metal music, or just quality music in general, really. So I enjoy this song. I thought it was a good track. But guys, that's my thoughts on Spiritbox. Sew me up. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, so comment down below. Spice up my life. Guys, what you think of this song? I'd love to know. Also, if you've gotten to this point in the video and haven't clicked off yet, then I appreciate the shit out of it, man. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Also, comment down below Peaky Blinders, which is the show that I'm trying to watch. I'm only episode 3. I really want to get into that show. If you comment that down below, I'll heart your comment because that means you watched the entire video, and I really appreciate the shit out of it, man. But on that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time. Peace.